a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should old acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the red and the blue. It's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you. It's the emblem of the team we love, the team of the red and the blue. Every heart beats true for the red and the blue, and we sing this song to you. Should old acquaintance be forgotten, keep your eye on the red and the blue.
Pride of Brisbane town, we wear maroon, blue and gold. We will always fight for victory, like the Troy and Bears of old. All for one and one for all, we will answer to the call. Go Lions, Brisbane Lions, we'll kick the winning score.
Across the seas and the oceans, a permanent itinerant is what I've chosen. I find myself in a big city prison, arisen from the vision of mankind, designed to keep me discreetly, neatly in the corner. You find me with the flora and the fauna and the hardship. Backyard is where my heart is, still I find it hard to depart this big city life. Big city life, me try to forget my pressure, not ease up no matter how hard me try. Big city life, in my heart have no base. And right now Babylon, they're on me case. Big city life, try to forget my pressure, not ease up no matter how hard me try. Big city life, my heart have no base. And right now Babylon, they're on me case. Big city life, me try to forget my pressure, not ease up no matter how hard me try. Big city life, in my heart have no base. And right now Babylon, they're on me case. Big city life, try to forget my pressure, not ease up
Just give me a sec. Yeah, hopefully the mic's working. I ran it over, so I just need to be careful that I don't screw it up. I think it should be fine though. The cord was just stuck, but yeah. How's it going, everyone? We're here for a Thursday night game between Melbourne and Brisbane. Feel like this could be one of the games of the round. It's not going to be that good of a round, and that's the thing that's a little bit annoying because I'm going to be doing a few live streams this round. I feel like even if the games suck, the streams can still do okay. So we'll see how the games go this week, but I feel like, yeah, it could be close, but every time Melbourne-Brisbane play, it seems like it's always like a big margin to one of the two sides. Apart from last time I did Brisbane-Melbourne, I remember at Crouchies, that was a good game, but apart from that, they've all been crap. I've done a few streams as well for Brisbane-Melbourne, and they've all been crap, so I'm hoping this game can live up to... Well, I don't think there's going to be as many expectations, to be honest. We'll see, because Brisbane, they're 1-3, and they can't play at the MCG, so let's hope they can put up a challenge. I'll get the chat up. Starting a little bit early, actually. I don't know. I feel like 15 minutes before the start, we get sort of prepared. I haven't updated my fantasy team yet, so I could do that right now, actually, but it's quite late. I just sort of forgot that it was Thursday. I got the Stream Deck working as well, so I can actually update the scores, unless that breaks again, but I'm hoping it doesn't, obviously. I'm trying to get the doc working, so I can read the chat. I can't read the chat yet. Restore and I'll paste it in again. Cannot read the chat, but if you are in, like the stream, guys, it'd be great. Oh, surely I can get the chat back up so I can read it. And lock into place, please. It's not fucking locking into place. There we go. Alright, when are you in the library? That's the first comment I read. I haven't picked a game yet. Remember, I don't have to get the punishments done straight away. I can wait a bit as long as I get them done by... Well, really, for that one, I've got to get it done by the end of the year. I'm hoping to get rid of it pretty soon, so maybe in a couple weeks. Egg footy was a cameraman. Yeah, I know. Now, I made that joke. I think there has... that was actually kind of... Like, it was good and also sort of bad in the same way. What do you reckon, Finn? Go, Footy Star. Now I should have the other graphics up on screen. I have most of the graphics up actually, which is sort of rare for me. I always seem to leave it late, but this time around, no, I haven't actually left it too late. The new YouTube late with the comments on the... Yeah, it is sort of crap actually, you're right. They don't need to change what's not broken. If it's not broke, don't fix it. And I never thought it was broken. I thought it was fine. But I've changed it. Knowing it was run by the AFL could have been better. Could have been better. Some of the songs weren't very good, but I liked... Mr. Brightside was good. With Rochelle and Aaliyah. Okay, I'm just trying to get the likes and stuff up. I'm just trying to find the tab for it. Norwich over Ipswich. I'll chuck your name up on the screen. I'll have a... I don't know if I'll read that. Studio v Nick. Okay, cool. Did I get rid of it for some reason? Surely I didn't, because I kind of be a little bit annoying. Oh no, I didn't. Here we go. 100 in chat as well, which is good. We go to tomorrow night's game. Yeah, it'll be the only game I go to all week. So I got... Okay, I'm just going to have to do this instead. I've got mates who want to go to the game with me. Oh, fuck. I was meant to get tickets for the game, but I forgot to do that. Oh, I could do it on the live stream, maybe. There'd still be tickets, I assume, for the game. Was meant to do it. That reminds me of doing that. I'll have to do it soon. But yeah, I mean, last year I went to Dogs v Bombers. It was a shit game, so I'm hoping it's a bit better of a game. I'm not going to do any videos. I was going to initially do a match day vlog, but I want to prioritize some better videos, and I want to get the Gather End, going every game video out. I'm like halfway. Didn't get to edit a lot of it today because I was really tired. I'm always tired on Thursday, so I just had a nap in the afternoon, but might do a bit more after the stream. Am I streaming the Freo game? Possibly. I haven't confirmed it yet. I won't really be doing much on the Saturday. Obviously, I'll be doing GWS St Kilda, so the first St Kilda live reaction in ages. So I'm actually kind of excited for that. I know UK will do the Freo v Port game. So if I don't end up doing it, it's not like you can just check out UK streams, because I feel like if there's any creator I don't want to clash with, it's almost him, just because I kind of feel like I want to give him his own slot. But there'll be times when that's not the case. There has been this year, but I could stream that game. I'll see how the Saints game goes. So we've got 8 minutes, which means that we have enough time to quickly see if we can change the fantasy team. I might not have time to do it tonight, though, so we'll just have to do it tomorrow. And that's okay, because it's not like we're at full lockout. I just don't want to forget, because then I kind of want to take it sort of seriously, but I haven't been doing very well. I'm not streaming this. I just said before, mate, I'm not going to stream that game, because I'll be going to Bulldogs v Bombers. So you got to just, yeah. You would have heard me say that, because you're in the chat when I was saying that. I'm looking forward to the Saints stream as well. But I'm heading to the city that morning, actually, to help film with someone. For someone. I won't say what it is, but yeah, I should be able to make it back definitely in time and have everything set up. So just having a look right now, my team is kind of fucked. Dacos isn't playing. Collingwood and Sydney. Jesus, I'm in some trouble. Collingwood and Sydney both not playing. You know what? I might trade Granny for Cherry. I will do that. I was going to do it on the bio code, so I'll do it now. What have you done today? I haven't really done much. Nothing interesting to be explained about. Nothing interesting at all. Does anyone know if Sexton's playing this week? Or do I keep Blake Howes again? I feel like I'm just going to give him one more chance. But he's been pretty crap. He's not. Alright, I'm going to get rid of him then. Because he's kind of useless. I'll do that right now. Although I should probably check instead of just listening to one person in the chat, but I will make the assumption. I will make the assumption that he's not. Add Hardwick from Hawthorn. I might not have enough for Hardwick. I don't even know how much he costs. Like, I'm not really making a lot of money as of late. Gather Round was a terrible week for me because I was not really focusing much on it. I was more focused on like the games and stuff. I might have to bring in Sanders. Who can I bring in for Sexton? That's like 480k. Sports King just subscribed. I don't get that. How can you be subscribed yet the subscriber count doesn't go up? I don't get that. Hopefully we can get to 34k by, honestly, the end of next week. I feel like a few big videos could hopefully get me over the line. And if I gained almost 200 subscribers from my last tips video, because I just said to the viewers, oh, look, if you haven't subscribed yet, you know, 50% of people, I thought I'd fucking give that crack, and it actually works, so I might as well continue. Charlie Comben, actually. He's actually a chance, but he's playing. Who are North playing this week? They're playing Geelong, so maybe I won't put a North forward. Hardwick, we'll see how much he costs. I don't think I have enough for him, to be honest, mate. No, I don't have enough for Hardwick. How much is Hardwick? 4 minutes till first bounce. Remember, guys, if you haven't... Hardwick is too much. If you guys haven't already, do your tips. Don't forget, my tipping comp's in the description if you want to join my comp if you haven't already. Prize will be given away mid-season after the year. I have entered my tips. Controversially, I tips in Kilda only because I don't like tipping favourites for every week. I probably could have done that last week because all the favourites won, but I didn't. Adelaide, I have no faith in Adelaide anymore, so I don't think I'll be tipping them for a while. Thursday night footy should start at 7:20. It used to. I thought they were going to push it back. They're pushing for... So Friday night games used to start later. Thursday night games used to start earlier. And for some reason, the Thursday night games are later and the Friday ones are earlier. Just have both earlier. Alright. I've just made the trades. Could be a bad decision, but I'm trying to make some extra cash, so I figured I'd do it. Whitfield. So Dacos isn't playing, so... Fuck. Well, that's a shit defense for me then, if that's the case, because Dacos isn't playing, I just realised. And then Heaney. I guess we'll bring in Darcy Wilson. Alright, I'm in a bit of trouble for this week, I feel. I hate the buy rounds, though. They're a pain in the ass for that sort of stuff. I'm going to make Bont captain. And I'm going to make... Ooh, I'm going to make Nick Martin vice. Nick Martin's absolutely incredible when it comes to that. Alright. Let's get the game on. We've got 94 in chat. And if you haven't subscribed yet, yeah, definitely hit the subscribe button because the content is starting to get really, really good soon. I'll tell you what, there's some videos that are never released before on the channel that are certainly unmissable for footy fans. Oh, and I will quickly update my draft team because Walsh is playing now. So let's have a look. So Brody Grundy, I'll bring in Kieran Briggs. So if you could look in the creative predictions, only one person went the Lions, which was Ros Macca. I can see the Lions winning this game because they need the win more than Melbourne, to be fair. But yeah, I still think that it should be. Ooh, do I go Josh Kelly or Blake Acres? I'll go Josh Kelly. All right. Okay, there we go. Can I save it or does it automatically save? It automatically saves, which is good. 7:30. I don't know why they always start the games late, which sort of sucks. Like on Thursday, start 7:20 and just keep it 7:20. I don't see anyone complaining with the starting times being relatively earlier. Game should have started, says Pat Kaz. They always delay it for a couple minutes, which I don't get. Oh, let's just move. I'll move my camera so you can see the scarves a bit better. Yeah, 7:20 it should be. I agree. To be honest, though, a 10-minute difference. It doesn't change much, but still, you'd rather the footy finishing early because if you're going to the footy on a Thursday night, you don't want to get back at midnight. And that, I mean, done that before. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be getting back that late. But sometimes I like to stay after the game for a bit longer, so that's why. Brisbane could go 1-4 here, and if they do that, they're not going to be playing a home prelim final, are they? Because they've got to make top 4 at the very least for that. Top 2 to secure a home qualifying final. Top 2 isn't locked though, but I don't think Brisbane and Collingwood will be top 2, or not even top 4. They don't look that good yet, but it's early days. I hope Brisbane at least play well. Because their season started poor.
They made it, and their hair looks lovely.
Doesn't it just? There he is, the young man in the 39. Great defensive pressure. He's got speed. He's got aggression. I told you she wouldn't be in the long run.
Sensational moment for the debutant from WA, top pick in last year's draft, and what a moment it is for that young 18-year-old Joey, ready to begin his AFL career.
Oh, it's a real thrill. He'll feel like he's in a dream for the first quarter. He'll be out there and not really understanding the situation. He'll just be soaking it all in and thinking, what the hell am I doing out here against these guys? But good luck to him. Hopefully it's the start of a wonderful career.
There's Dunkley on Petrarca. We saw
I know I was muted. I accidentally moved my mic. I might need to get a new cord, honestly, because it's kind of sensitive. I know I was muted. Okay, I'll just chuck the timer up as well. Get that started. Yeah, I knew I was muted. Underwhelming crowd. It was always going to be a crappy crowd on a Thursday night. They don't track massive. Like, I didn't expect it to be more than 40k. Tiger Storm, thank you. It doesn't even feel like a footy's on today, really. Kind of, like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's Thursday or a footy game. Feels a bit weird. I still like him as a player. He should have kept his mouth shut. I wonder who picked up on it. Was it an umpire that picked up on what he said? I think we all know what he said, but we're not going to say it. It's not horrendous, the crowd. I've seen worse between Melbourne and Brisbane. The final, I remember that was a shocking crowd. For a final, I think it only got like... I think Saints GWS ended up getting more than Melbourne Brisbane in 2022. Yeah, I miss Gather Round as well. It's just sort of a shit feeling when it's all over, because you know that you've got to wait another 365 days. But I feel like next Gather Round should be better, because, you know, the more Gather Rounds you experience, the more you learn for the next years to make it even better. It'd be good if we got some better fixtures as well. Not saying that the games are better this year than last year, but it'd be better if we got some better fixtures still. You got your first car. I don't get why people get cars so early when they can't even drive. I mean, I guess if you've got the money for it. But if your parents are buying you a car when you're 16, I kind of feel a bit jealous. Barossa Valley is an hour away from Adelaide, so harder to attend all 9. Yeah, so I might not be able to do it next year, possibly. I would still probably go to the Barossa because it's to learning. $2.5 grand is not bad, affordable. And a goal to... Who was that? Neil Bullen kicks the first for the D's. Sort of out of nowhere there. And I think I got the stream deck working as well, so the scores are up. Oh no, because I thought I had the scores working. Let's see why they aren't. Home text 1. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, that's why. Documents, home text 1. If this doesn't work, I need a new stream deck. Yes. Okay, there we go. Touch wood though, I say, because it could fuck up at any given moment of time. Who knows? But for now, we don't have to do it manually. Well, we do have to do it manually, but like we don't have to like. We can just click on a button, which is easier. Damn, I was going to cook up a steak before the stream, but I completely forgot to do that. I'm not ordering takeout all week. All month, actually. I've got to save so much money after Gather Round. Like, all the savings I had are basically all gone. And I think a lot of the reason because of it is because I just waste money on stupid stuff I don't need to, like, take out. Like, on streams, I'd go, oh, $30, oh well. But all that shit adds up when you do it consistently. Is the main reason you miss gathering because you live in... Could be that reason. Salem. Not really a very good handball, actually. McDonald. You forget he still actually is kind of good. Kind of do forget that. He's been playing for a while, though, Tom McDonald. You can't be the only one who thought Hipwood was a girl. You might be the only one who thought that. How would a girl playing AFL... And Hipwood gets the mark on cue. How could a girl play AFL footy, though? That's the thing. Your big call could happen. It could. Probably don't want it to happen because if it's a 65 or less score, I don't think the D's are going to make it close. Well, you think the D's win by more than 20 if Brisbane score less than 65. Okay, I'm not going to read the chat. I always seem to get all these set shots spoiled by the people watching. That's a goal. Here we go. The Lions on the board. Big for Hipwood's confidence. He's had a... Yeah, a lot of Brisbane fans I've been speaking to are saying Hipwood's sort of like a... He's just kind of crap. He's a bit of a nothing player and he doesn't provide much of them. So if he can kick like 3 or 4 today, give him some confidence for the fans that he can get some form back. And good for the start for Brisbane. You know, they never play the MCG very well, so this is their chance to redeem themselves. Because I could see them winning this game. The VFL player, Hipwood. He'd probably get a game at most for the AFL sides, though. That's the thing. If he's getting a game every week for Brisbane, you're not really considered a VFL player. Good tackle from Billings, who I wouldn't mind if he has a good game. And on cue again, Billings has the footy. He centres it, but Andrews takes a good mark. I just want Melbourne to win because of my tip. Oh, yeah, it gets to the stage, you know, after round 5, it's like, you know you're not going to win tipping comps, so you don't really care much about the tips because you're not going to win anything. Like, if I tip, for example, if I was watching... Like, what game? I'm trying to feel. Maybe Port Adelaide Freo. I'd rather Freo win, but I'd tip Port. Track goes up. Andrews gives the fist straight to Brown, but he drops it. And he just falls on the back. Ainsworth, I think that is 40 for Brisbane. Don't know who that is. I think that's him. Gone. Yeah, Adelaide Oval. Definitely won't be the same. I'll be back soon, though. I'll probably stay at the Paringa, I reckon, again, because it's just a good location. I'll be back in Adelaide in 2 weeks. Fritsch. Tackle by Starcevic. Good work. I could be making 4 Adelaide trips this year. And Salem goes down. Someone who's actually finding form again. Not very good signs for the D's there early on. A lot of empty seats on the wing, surprisingly. You'd think the wing there wouldn't be many empty seats, but that area there's empty seats. It wouldn't be hard to get a front row seat at all. You could just sneak in and get one easily. It's not the worst kick. Gardner's there. Bank counter's gone. Fuck, it is abysmal. Colin plays. So I'm definitely going to be a lot wiser with the way I spend my money over the next couple of months before I start getting good YouTube payments again, because they're still getting payments from February and all that. Lockman gave me though, that helps the bank account slightly. I am currently filming a members video, so all the members stay tuned for next week when I get a round 5 log out, and Danaher takes the mark uncontested inside 50. So chance to put him in front, should put him in front, but should put him in front by 6 if he can kick accurately. The only way you're getting a mod is if I know you personally, like very well, or if you're like a pretty big channel and I want to just give you a mod just so I don't have to worry about the fake accounts screwing you over, like if I can trust someone like that. But otherwise you're not getting a mod, probably ever. And Danaher has missed. Back to his terrible kicking. Do think I've seen 0-4 for 4 teams in a while. Yeah, I know. I was saying that on a live stream the other day. That's 4 after round 4. 4 0-4 teams after round 4. And it could be 5 after round 5. It very well could be 5 after round 5. Because all the shit teams, for some reason, aren't playing each other early. That's why I don't see it. Because shit teams normally play each other early to get them like a bit of confidence to start the season. That's why you saw North win 2 last year. You saw West Coast one year win a couple early ones. Gold Coast when they finished last won a few. Even St Kilda in 2014, we won 3 in the first 4 games or whatever. But the crap teams aren't playing each other early. And Stephen May has just given away a 50. Put a bit of mayo on that, Danaher, but he will take the 50. So will Brisbane, and that'll surely put them in within striking distance to kick a goal. So no worries with that one. Danaher kicks Brisbane second, and their 2 key forwards are starting the game off pretty strong. They're set to be on here, the lines. It's not surprising though. I thought it'd be pretty even for the start. But just Melbourne, they've been really good this year, so I just think they'll get it done, the MCG. It's a good start. It's nothing astounding or anything like that. It's only 13-6. The chat are acting like Brisbane have kicked the first 5 of the game, like they haven't. Look, it's a start that they'll take. So Salem's gone. Woden in for the D's, number 40. And Zach Bailey gets the free kick in the middle. Yeah, it's not great when you've got your sub on in the first 10 minutes of the game. You wouldn't have that if it wasn't for an injury. Inside 50, May could have gone the mark. Rayner, well done. Gives it off. Couldn't find a target. Oliver's in and under. So is Windsor. There's McDonald to McVee, and he goes backwards. I don't know why you're asking. Why would you want a mod on more card, man? It's like kind of a waste. It's like I've got a few random mods there because I didn't care. But you don't need a mod on more card, man, at all. Leicester finds Rayner. 70 from goal. Where can Rayner go? He hasn't got many targets. Where's Danaher and Hipwood, the two Twin Towers? If you call them that. I don't know if you really call them the Twin Towers, though. They haven't really been referred to as... I mean... They call Hipwood the human toothpick. It's probably not the best nickname. Hipwood's there. He tries. That was a hard one to grab. Berry and... You'd think a ball up. Yeah, right? Lions just have to hold the lead, not like the Blues, Freo and Pies. Yeah, in every game, Brisbane have been good for patches. They've just collapsed, so they could easily choke again. You're right. I think in every game Brisbane have played this year, apart from, I think, Collingwood, they've led at quarter time. Against, who was the other game? Blues, obviously. Definitely. Freo, they kicked the first 4. So, yeah, this is my 3rd Brisbane stream this year. I'm 0-2 for Brisbane games. Oh, wait. It could be my 4th, actually. No, this is my 4th. I've never streamed a Brisbane win yet. They're 0-3 for Brisbane games. And I went to Brisbane North last week. So I've actually watched the full length of every Brisbane game so far this year. I wonder how long that streak will continue. And Fritsch will get paid the free kick. Fritsch in the long sleeves. It's a cold day in Melbourne. You play footy, AFL legend. That's a bit of a shock. Maybe you're starting, because I feel like with some of the goal kicking challenge highlights, you probably, yeah, could use a bit of work. Yeah, it's a free. Fair. So Fritsch for Melbourne's 2nd goal. Been a very good player so far this season for Melbourne this year, Fritsch. And always accurate. Always one of the most accurate set shots of the competition. And no exceptions for the D's there. That's their 2nd goal. And for some reason, the D's... I think I've got the wrong graph. I think this is the right one. Didn't you know, kick that too hard. He just sort of chipped it in and went through pretty easily. Would be surprised if the Saints win. Even though I tipped them, I would be a bit surprised if we won, because it's like against GWS and they're undefeated. But it's in Canberra, so it gives me a bit more confidence, because Canberra, yeah, GWS, they're not that great in Canberra. They're still good, but they're not that great. Although, to be fair, they're a different side now, so we'll see. But I feel like I know why we were so poor. In the first half, there were no wings. St Kilda thrive off running off the wings, so I don't know what the dimensions are for Canberra, but it'll be a lot better than Norwood. We'll say I expect it to be within 20 points for both sides. Like, if we lose, whatever, but if we lose by more than 5 goals, it'll be disappointing. Brown. One of the best... Probably one of the best goal kickers in the last... Well, maybe not the 2000s, because that's the wrong decade, you realise. Decent game so far. Barely a home. Yeah, that's the thing. If this was a Giants stadium, I'd tip GWS. But Canberra, they haven't played yet this year, the Giants, so who knows. Yeah, I was always 50-50 on going to the Canberra game. I was probably more likely going, and then I've just decided, nah, I'd rather not. You'd rather go and stay and see a win. I don't know if a win will happen. Charlie Cameron. High ball. May's there, and it's a good mark. The Lions v Pies stream has been taken down. I can't put it back up again. It's been taken down. Strict copyright rules against that stream. I made a mistake by watching those videos. So you can never watch that stream again. I can't even watch it again. Not like it matters. It was a good stream, but it was Shortly lived.
Dane Zorko. Now Starcevic. Back to half forward. Lever up over the top of Lohman. Fisted away. Picked up by Rayner.
Rayner, good work. Doing that against Viney as well. Hipwood has been the target for most of the inside 50s. Cameron's dangerous. Oh, holding. Still has the ball. Jeez, what does Charlie have to do to get a free? What's your big call? I can't read it. Well, I can make it bigger if you want. If I can find it. I can't even find it. I'll just say what it is. It's Brisbane failed to score 65 or more. It's probably not going to happen. It wouldn't be the absolute worst to get wrong, the big call. It's doing 100... Oh, actually, it's pretty bad. 160 push-ups, I think that is. But I think I can get that done. I will not in one sitting, but like over time. In like one... I have to have a break. Like, I'm not going to do 160 push-ups at once. But I'm not that bad at push-ups anymore. Like, I could probably do 40 in one go. Could barely do 15 back 2021. Hipwood. Well, eventually, if they keep kicking it to him, he'll get the mark. May didn't like that. Looks sort of dangerous. What's the most amount of goals Hipwood's ever kicked in his career? That would be interesting, though. Has he kicked 5? He probably would have kicked 5, yeah. You never know with Hipwood. He can spray it. He shouldn't spray this. This is like something a key forward shouldn't spray, and he's kicked it. So Eric Hipwood has been almost the best player on the ground. Kick 2 for Brisbane. He'd be, yeah, confident with that start. He'd be happy. Hipwood, 34 fantasy, 2 goals. I feel like if Hipwood can kick 4, Brisbane win. They're a better side when he's good. He's just not been at his best this season at all. I want to check now with the most he's kicked. He's been playing now for... He's in his prime of his career, really. He's 26. He should be in his prime, but he's not really... He's been an almost player, I feel. He did have a good game against North, to be fair. Like, what? He's not had a... He was just really bad against Collingwood, I felt. Inside 50 again for Brisbane. And Charlie Cameron. Woden. That surely has to be a free kick. I would have thought. Oh, yeah. So he's kicked 6 a couple times. I couldn't remember when that was. Maybe against Hawthorn. He actually might have kicked 6 against Hawthorn. He kicked 6 against Carlton. Yeah, actually, I might remember that. Bailey. Lever. They're on him. And that's a dangerous tackle. Not sure if that was actually a dangerous tackle, but whatever. Yeah, he doesn't have to hit the head, I guess, on the ground for it to be dangerous. Lucas says, will you ever do a Rocket League tournament with viewers? Not got the plans on doing that, mate. I haven't played Rocket League in a few years. Never been good at that game.
Hi WI, you ever do a Rocket League tournament with viewers?
Well, I don't hate Rocket League. I'm just pretty crap at the game, so when I do a tournament, I'm always on the sidelines. It's a bit boring for me. If I was good, I'd probably do it.
6 minutes remain in the first. Brisbane by 7.
Already Melbourne by 25 doesn't look likely of happening.
Maybe in a little bit of trouble, but will be looked at, I'm sure.
Do a 24-hour Fortnite stream. Nah, fuck that. Neil again. It's Danaher and Hipwood. The Danaher Hipwood show. Nah, Cameron can't get a week for that. There was no contact on the head. Yeah, the act is poor, but just if you want to do something, just give him a fine. I'd just be really disappointed if he gets a week for that. If you're saying that he does, I don't think he will. So 2 goals apiece possibly for both Rayner and Hipwood. Sorry, not Rayner. Danaher, I meant, and he's got it. Good start for both. We know they're capable. We definitely know they're capable. Just fix the score there because it says it's cut off a little bit. You could still see the AFL Well, I didn't even think it was a free kick first glance, but that's because I just maybe I wasn't looking at it right. You should have joined a tipping comp, but you can still join, you realise. If you've been tipping on a certain website for a while, you can still do it.
You forced the Melbourne defender to go up with you, but for Brisbane, this is a great sign. Hipwood, Danaher, both real confidence players, so for them to get involved early, hit the scoreboard, but also that long-range kick from Joe Danaher. Look out if you're a Melbourne defender at the minute.
And again, Brisbane will seem to win the clearance. Neil, good pickup. Fletcher, Dozorka, that's not a good handball.
To Sparrow, back towards Tolstrup. He went the fend on Lohman. Lohman latched onto him.
Oh, that's holding the ball. Okay. Well, it's 20 minutes and time on, so it's normally like 30 minutes. So this will be a 30. They're always more than 30 minutes now because I do so many score reviews and so many breaks in the games. Like, I don't mind long quarters, but not when you're just doing fuck all.
Cluggage to Danaher. Made the spoil. Over it goes.
But it's 25 in now because it's 20 with time on, mate.
When he isn't having a large impact on the game.
If you know what that means.
Not worrying about playing for a fair kick. He's really enjoying this matchup at the minute and the space he's been given.
Busy night for the umpires. 15 stoppage wins to the Lions already and 9 to Melbourne.
Stoppage central. Hopefully Gorn can get me some good points. The more stoppages, the better. How long left? 4:41, but I'd turn the game on if I were you. I mean, you don't have to. I do sometimes watch live streams without the game on. I might not be in a position where I can watch the footy. IHA says the Lions have 2 game totals amazing in the first quarter and then they can't play or shit in the first quarter and then go wild the next 3. Yeah, they're weirdly inconsistent. For a side that's been so consistent in terms of ladder positions, they're not really that consistent in games. Unless they're playing really crappy teams and they normally win easily. Like, they're confident to be 60-plus point winners over West Coast North every week.
30 possessions a couple of weeks ago, 28 last week. You have to go back more than 50 games since he last had a sequence of games that prolific.
Rayner. Cameron's been really dangerous even though he hasn't actually impacted the scoreboard.
Really taken a shine to it. Yeah, he certainly is, and he's someone that they need to get the footy in their hands.
If West Coast keep playing well, like, nah, I still think they'll... If they play like every game, they could finish 15th or high, maybe. They still lost, though. They played good in a few quarters, and then they just sort of dropped off. They were still better in their drop-off, but... Yeah, Brisbane looking good so far. But, you know, we've said that in first quarters before for Brisbane. We'll just see if they can continue and carry it out. Aussie man's bringing... Yeah, that's good to see. I respect Aussie man in that sense. Because I watched him before I knew he liked AFL and all that. Aussie man reviews. I didn't even know he was at Gather Round. I saw him on the hill. Adelaide, Melbourne. So I figured I might as well go up and say hello to him. I got him in my video. And then he did his own video. Got some familiar face on like Nick Valerio and Zay. And Kai Morey's just gifted 5 memberships just like that. Wow. You're definitely getting the thank you tab for that. Who gets the memberships? Point to Brisbane to... Is that Robertson, I think? Sportsnut, Angus, Connor, Aiden, and Chunky, of course. I kind of didn't want Chunky to get a membership. But as long as he doesn't clip anything. Well, I don't want people to really clip things that are members, because it's a members video, so it shouldn't. But yeah, no, thanks for the 5 gifted, Kai. Appreciate that. Very, very, you know, thoughtful of you to do that. Oh, Berry. Oh, Berry's made 2 mistakes. Well done, McVee. Judd McVee. Can he win the footy? He does, and he gives the handball off. Petrarca, the cooking man himself. Oliver gets caught, but they're away now. Tolstra, Petrarca's just going to go high, looking for Fritsch, and Fritsch can't win it. Getting a bit exciting. I don't clip anymore. Okay, that's alright then. It's just some of your clips back in the day. I'm just like, yeah, probably rather not. I mean, I know I'm members. I shouldn't be a dickhead, and I'm not really a dickhead, but I'm a little bit more NSFW on my members' videos, slightly. Well, it'd be a bit shit, right? You know, you could be a member for someone's channel, and then you could just screen record that video and re-upload it. You know, that would be quite scummy if someone did that. No one's done that before, but you could theoretically do that. What happened to the AFL Evo career mode? That's ages ago. The reason I stopped that was because all my stuff got corrupted and I wasn't making finals anyway, so I just stopped. But I've got plans on doing another career mode this year. Because people like the last one. Which is a bit surprising because I thought some of the videos, like, they weren't my best content, but people liked it. So if I can make it better and people will still like it, then there you go. Well, it's not going to be AFL Evo, it'll be AFL 23, obviously. But yeah, no, I'm obviously not doing an AFL Evo 2. I'm not continuing that series now. So 147. The Lions will be in front at quarter time. But can they score one more? Hipwood and Danaher both with 2. Can Howes not give away fantasy points, please? I should get rid of him, though. Neil to Charlie. Not going to find a target. 127. Can the Lions get... Well, sorry, I should say the D's. Can they get one more late? I could do an AFL 23 stream, maybe. Well, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'll do Saturday night. I probably won't do a late night stream. Billings, inside 50. Oh, Petty. Got taken high there. You possibly could have thought. Dunkley does alright. And deliberate. No, probably won't be deliberate. Nah, you can't pay that deliberate. Because that was in play. Well, you can't call it yet. It hasn't happened. But it wouldn't have been the most shocking thing if he did pay that, the umpire. Oliver, 43 seconds. McVee actually has been alright. Loman, he's been underrated in the last couple days. Game, sorry. Loman again. 30 seconds to go. 26 now. And that's deliberate. I thought that was fair enough, that, but no. Alright, 25 seconds to go. The Lions could still get one more here. Darcy Gardner, it's going to be congested. Danaher. Good tackle. 17 seconds now. Jeez, you'd be pissed if Melbourne concede one. If Melbourne can concede one here, they'll be pissed off. Gorn. Petrarca. Tackled by Berry. That'll be it, you would think. Yep. So they'll blow the siren, 14 points. And WSC live with a subscription on the quarter time siren. It is a 14-point margin. pretty decent start to this game. The lines are on, but we'll see if they can keep this lead for as long as possible. Yes, thank you for the new subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed yet and you enjoy these streams, or if you've enjoyed this one and you're into footy and all that, I provide a lot of footy stuff. Gather round content coming this week. I realised that it was probably unrealistic for me to release that video on Thursday and Friday. I want to make it really good. It's one of those videos that I'd prefer to wait a couple of extra days to edit. Like for tipping, you don't need to do that because you can get it done in a day, but you probably wouldn't be able to get a video like that done in a day or two. Tomorrow you're 25. You want the rest. I hope you realise I'm not streaming the Saints game in the library at all. Oh, do you know his birthday is today? Checkers. Yeah, it's Checkers' birthday today. It's not that far from my one. It's only 4 days difference. Have you seen Egg Footy's round for? No, I don't think I have seen that yet. Last time I saw his subscriber count, it was on 20. It was 29k last year though. But it's going up now actually because it was at 33.3 a few days ago. So I've gained like 250 subs like this week. I don't know when the library game will be. Jeez, I think I've had that question asked 50 times. And I thought Kylie is going to bed. I thought she was 25 years old. She does not sounding like a 25-year-old. My next video is the Gather-An I went to every game video. That'll be out on the Saturday or Sunday.
Well, if you're not an existing Telstra customer, it is. No one else is getting the best deals this month.
Lol, fair enough. Thought you said you mentioned it. No, I mentioned it in my footy tips, but it's not the Saints game. Why would I do a Saints game? I wouldn't be able to watch it properly. It's going to be a neutral game, of course. I should do a... Yeah, I could, but... Will I even get people paying for me? I feel like I'm just scamming with that. I feel like I'm not relevant enough to be on Cameo. But then again, Scoops is charging $20 on Cameo, and I feel like I'm more relevant than Scoops. Not to be offensive to Scoops or anything like that. Yeah, I do know that, Chunky, but Cooper does things that I wouldn't do myself. Like, I could get a few, but I just feel like you'd be better off just asking on Instagram and it'll be better off there. Make it $10. Do you reckon if I theoretically made it like $80, like anyone would pay for it? I think there would be someone that would. But I just feel like I'd need to give them that much back if they're paying $80. Like, realistically, if they paid $80, I'd go to their fucking house if they wanted me to do that for their birthday party. Ducks, he would actually. I don't really know why he pays the highest price membership for every channel. Like, I know he wants to show his support, but it's not necessary when you're not getting much in return. He paid $150 for 7 months in a row for UCAT, which is crazy considering UCAT provided nothing in return. So he was only doing that because he felt like he needed to do that for some reason. He's been the premium member on Studie's channel for a while now. He's been premium member on everyone's channel, so I mean, yeah, you gotta respect Duxie though for being supportive, I guess, of the channels. My birthday is in 4 days. I could theoretically do a stream Sunday night where I do another countdown, but if I do that, I won't be drinking because I just don't want to. I almost don't want to do any more drinking streams because it's almost too much of a risk where I'm like getting a lot of drinks in. If I do, I can have a beer here like on a stream. That's probably fine, but I think it's a bit sad. I think it is actually sad when he's drinking alone on stream. What risk? The risk of me doing or saying something that I wish I didn't say, and then it being either clipped or on the internet for other people to see. Well, I don't know what else you mean by what risk. Remember what maybe even the risk of doing a Finlayson even, but I wouldn't think that would happen. But like in 2021, what happened that day? If that happened now, I'd be fucked, honestly, for the most part, I feel. But that's like, you can excuse that because I was young and an idiot, like big idiot back then. I don't know what I say when I was really drunk for Geelong v Brisbane, for Geelong Bulldogs Gallagher. I don't remember the stuff I was saying. Half the stuff I don't remember what occurred that day. I'm only looking back at some of the videos now and going, Jesus Christ, okay, don't remember that. Which is not good if you didn't remember what happened. And that was before I went clubbing. You saw the video you doing the banana? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do that ever. It'd be way too awkward and embarrassing. But no, I'd embarrass myself because I had no shame. Realistically, I had none. The second quarter underway. The Lions lead it by 14 points. If Gathering was in Tassie, would you go? Yeah, I would definitely go, but Gathering won't be in Tassie. Unless they had a second gather round and they do it when like Tassie and
Sparrow did a good job not to let that ball loose there. He would have been in trouble.
Gawn dominating the hit-outs. McCluggage tries to force his way through. Got it onto the boot. Howes, little soccer. Fletcher, a snapper, look at goal. And he takes full advantage.
We are the pride of Brisbane town, we wear maroon.
So the first of the second quarter goes to Brisbane. Jasper Fletcher kicks his second goal of the season. And this is shaking. We know the quality of Melbourne. They need to find something and quickly.
Well, there's another score from the clearance. We heard
yeah, I know I'm muted.
about that as a concern. Just everything coming up Brisbane at the minute. You talk about Salem coming
It's like one knock of my mic and it's broke. It's like it's gonna fall. The cord's kind of screwed.
The Magnets so far haven't been moved from Simon Goodwin in the coaching panel. Might prove to be a bigger out than we first thought.
Wow, gaining in confidence.
I get it.
Passes by here, the Lions. Nice little win last week.
It would annoy me though if it mutes itself in a big moment at the end of the stream. Shouldn't. I just can't touch it. If I touch it, that would happen. So I might just leave this here. If I don't.
Part-time role there. Former captain of Canberra in the NBA.
We've actually got a decent amount of likes on the stream compared to some others. So if you haven't yet liked this stream, get to the 100 mark already would be good. 22 clearances for Brisbane. Yeah, that sounds like way too many.
Daisy, with so many stoppages here, Melbourne need to look to do something different. I reckon bring in a couple of forwards where they can get them involved.
Ed Langdon.
Like this.
Chandler straight up the
I was going to say it before the game, but I wasn't expecting. The one result I didn't think there'd be any chance of happening would be Brisbane winning by 5+ goals. And they're up by 20.
The way we're seeing the ruckman go at it. So Oscar McInerney Smalls are getting to work. Needs some
Well, they keep getting clearances, 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 clearances.
clears it off the half back line.
They're working. I mean, they're front by 20, but they're not all working.
But Howes wouldn't be moved and now has it from Rivers to McVee to Langdon, underground to Oliver, back to McVee.
Oh, they're just a bit too cute, the fielder D's. Good work, Langdon. Here we go. Good kick. They needed that.
Viney wants to give it off.
Jack Viney.
Heady leads, that's ignored.
Crowd of, I would say, if I had to guess, I would probably say in the 30s.
Low percentage shot.
Maybe 35.
Surprised if he does pull it
Could be less.
but he looks like he's going to go back and back himself in to kick it. The 4 goals too this season, Jack Viney. From right on the 50.
I don't know, Chunky. They've been bad for a while. That could be why. Gone almost out of play.
Sees it through to a minus score. The option, a few Melbourne players presenting early, just a touch slow, Jack Viney to get back off the mark. Zorko, stunning kick into
It's a great kick from Zorko. Something Riley Bonner couldn't do against Essendon. Not in the slightest.
Andrews to Bailey. Zach Bailey, one they need to get back in form.
So they're going to reset here, Brisbane.
Some glimpses of that here tonight. Payne.
They look like they know what they're doing. What's with the Demons? I feel like I've seen this game at the MCG like 4 times. Like, there's always a side in front by a decent amount, and then a comeback occurs. So Melbourne will come back, is my guess, because Brisbane let go of leads historically.
High kick inside the 50 and Lever
Lever with a good strong mark there.
takes the mark. Going into this game, 7
Read that from a mile away. That.
the season. May had taken 10. Of course, missed the one game with the rib injury.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get him a big call right. Actually, looking at now, 65.
Howes
They just need 6 more goals in 3 quarters.
That's not a kick that favours Viney. Bailey intercepts near the interchange.
Look back inside then. Bailey was ever so
So Zach Bailey takes the mark. I might. Oh, I'm tempted to cook myself something at half time, but I don't like doing that at half time because I didn't. The streams like got nothing on, and I really feel like a steak. So I got one today. Haven't had the chance to make it yet. The more I speak about it, the more I'm gonna want it.
trying to draw the 50.
Melbourne's a strange club, not having the most supporters for the oldest club.
At quarter time days, do you think?
Oh, I don't know, there might be a reason to it. I don't know what the reason is though. Like, it'd be an interesting video why Melbourne haven't got that many supporters.
They've been absolutely pantsed in that area, albeit the Max Gorn's having a real say.
Xavier, I'll chuck your name up as well. 1 year.
Challenge some of your other leaders. Max.
Yeah, I realised you weren't at Gatheran. I knew that you weren't going, but
Like a sparrow. Tell them to roll the sleeves up, get dirty.
probably you would have wished you went.
To at least match Brisbane, if not better them, if they're going to get back into it.
Just joined us, lost Salem in the first quarter. Here is Petrarca.
Cooking with... No, I'm not doing that.
Getting wanted at that stage. And
If I did that, I have to move all my setup. I'm not doing that.
Xavier Brown, rugby football is now a member. Day 1 year, let's go.
Trainer up to the front of those stoppages and letting him take it out.
Cheers, Xavier.
Scorn drives Melbourne into attack from the side, unable to mark Petty. Starts
Starcevic.
links up with Leicester.
Been a bit of a boring quarter,
He's got Archie.
to be honest. Apart from that early goal, nothing's happened. No set shots, no nothing really. Just been back and forth. But Brisbane a chance here. What's the top 10 members club? Well, what do you mean by that?
Also, that Brisbane coaches box talked about it being aggressive.
Oh, it's too high, that kick.
Taking the ball out the fat side there and bringing it
So out of bounds, 9-point margin.
slow again. Let the game catch up to him.
Scoop says he don't like steaks. I don't get how you can't like steaks. Steaks are arguably one of my favourite meals, and it's you know, really rich in protein and all that shit. Like, steaks are fucking good for you, or can be. I mean, it depends. Not all the time. Oh, Marmalade uploaded their vlog. I'll watch it. I definitely will watch it when I can. I won't watch it yet though. I wonder if I make a feature. Surely I make a feature.
It was like it was on cobblestones down there, BT. That shows the quirky shape of our ball and what it can do.
I do make a feature.
Stephen Mill, as Rivers comes away, Tolstrup sets himself.
Anyways, back into the footy. I was just having a look at my subscriptions. I saw that was out. Everyone's going to be uploading their ones in a while. I mean, UK uploaded his and fuck, that was good. Coast Club says, I bought a camera today. Yeah, cool. People seem to be buying a lot of protein fucking like camera equipment nowadays. I just got to update the scores. Like, who else got one recently? I know, obviously, Saints Club's got one, but Saints fan, Jesus, I'm mixing up my words. Saints fan, but his content's getting worse in my opinion, so I can't really talk much about that. Yeah, I know Chris was getting one soon. Colin apparently has one. Sammy's got one. But it's a bit. I feel like it's a bit about time. Like, you can't really keep on just using your phone and getting away with it. I have a few cameras, but I don't use my third one ever anymore. I use it maybe once every few weeks. And then a GoPro. See, Saints fans getting nowhere with his match day vlogs. They're just shit. That's as simple as I'm going to say. They're just not good. His audio is hard to hear him. He doesn't film himself very well. He's too quiet. He adds in clips that anyone would just delete if they were smart. And they're just really, like, it feels like they're rushing away. Like, I feel like he could make other content that would be better for him. Like, it'd be best if he just enjoyed the game instead. If you're going to make a matchday vlog, actually put in the effort. Like, if you're going to do it right and put in some effort. Otherwise, don't do it at all. Is that harsh? It might be, but he needs to realise that. From a Saints fan to another Saints fan. And May takes a strong mark. And I'm saying that because I've been watching the last couple just to see where he's at. I like to have a review of certain small YouTubers to see where they're at. And if I see him next, I can give him tips and shit. Mate, my list of tips could be... There could be hundreds of things on that list. So Brisbane, they rebound with a strong tackle. Wilmot. Only the one goal so far this quarter, so it is a low scoring one. Cameron takes the mark, 60 out from goal on a very tight angle. He obviously won't go this shot, so he just needs to find a set-up target, and he gets a good one in Archie. And he goes to McCluggage, and that'll be a free kick, so the D's fans can argue all they want, but that's probably fair. That is probably fair. I'm vlogging Eagles v Tigers. Kind of be interested to know what camera you got. Is it like a zoom camera that you got, or just like a genuinely good camera in general for like vlogs and stuff? Because I'd probably watch that to see where your vlogs are at as well, because you don't do them, because you live in whoop whoop. And McCluggage kicks the goal, so the Lions have another one. That is 5 of the last 6, if I'm not mistaken. Or 6 of the last 7. They've kicked the only 2 this quarter, and they're kicking accurately. They're up by 26. Melbourne need a response. Damn, it's annoying, because I had a TikTok I was going to post if Melbourne won, but I can't post it if Melbourne win. Probably. Could, but it'd be a bit strange if I posted after them losing. What game are you most excited to go to this year? Well, let's say the AFL Grand Final. But am I going to that game? Probably not. I thought I'd have a chance 2022. I actually had a better chance. I had a good chance last year, but not through any sponsorships, but through people that I know. But I didn't end up going because of roaming has. The dog. Nah, kidding. I've always thought Brisbane were a better side than Collingwood led into this year. I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I think it's going to end up being the case. I think Brisbane will be maybe not a top 4 side, but they'll definitely, I think, finish in the top 8. And I don't think Collingwood will end up making it. Just pop in, says Blakey boy. Fair enough. How are you? Decent. You heard yeah, he's not shaving his head, so make of that as you will, but people won't be happy about that. Petrarca goes from outside 50, misses. I understand sort of why he doesn't want to do it, but people are going to get angry, rightly so, because he said he was, but he's not doing it, I don't think. He should get rid of it because it looks shit. I've never been a fan of mullets. I think they do look shit, to be honest. I do agree. And when people like get a mullet yourself, it's like even a tiny one probably wouldn't even look good. Like it looks alright on him because he's had it for a while. The reason he doesn't want to get rid of it is because it will ruin his brand, he reckons. Which I get it in a way, but I feel like it won't be as bad as he thinks it's going to be. Like you can recover from it. Great mark, Leicester. I just think, yeah, I don't know. I don't like mullets. Most people that I know that have a mullet are flogs. I'm not saying Haz is a flog, but just saying a decent amount of mullet. People with mullets are flogs. I remember Blaze had a really bad mullet. Like, I could maybe get one. I don't even know if I'd do one for a tipping punishment, to be honest. I really wouldn't want one. Because I just feel like a flog. I just couldn't rock it. A lot of guys in my grade either have... Yeah, I feel like I could do that maybe, but I wouldn't do what Haz does. I just feel like a flog. He can rock one, I wouldn't. You don't have enough hair. Yeah, I get that. You'd have to grow one, you realise. Right now, I couldn't get a proper one. Oh, it's a shocking kick and it starts with marks. I shouldn't get one, Graz. You should show your face instead of just joining people's streams and saying all this crap. Maybe Melbourne are actually slightly overrated. Who knows? They aren't though. Like I think they're going to be a good side this year, from what we've seen, from the sample size. Petrarca doing as much as he can, but he's getting manhandled there by 2 Lions, and the Lions are just winning the one-on-ones pretty well here. Oh well. I don't really care if Graz feels like I insulted him. He's got to take it. I'm going to have a look at freaking Blake Howes, because just have a feeling he's completely, like he's just not worth it anymore. Howes is 33. Okay, I'm glad I kept him. And Gorner 65. In a half, not even. That's good. Maybe I'll have a good fantasy score for once. I had a shocking score last week. I captained the wrong person. I had people that weren't playing on the bench. Sorry, that were on the field. I had Wilson on the bench. How's already more than last week? If you get more than 60, I'll take that for sure. Dunkley, high ball. Particularly given a lot of people would have had him traded out as Cameron Marks, and this could be for a 31-point lead for Brisbane, and that will be a match-high lead for them. This is starting to get almost unrecoverable for Melbourne, because this is around the sort of stage of the game where Brisbane start to collapse that we've seen so far this year. 5 in a row, 7 the last 8. And he's put it through. So the Lions lead it by 31. Cameron kicks his first. He's actually been decent without a goal. That kid has a really bad fake mustache that he needs to just get rid of. I don't know why he thought that would be a good idea. He does not look good with that. Your tip's looking good. I think most people here tip Melbourne, sorry. So yeah, our tips aren't looking great. Looks like mine. No, that was mine in like 2020, 2021. It's. I don't think it's that bad now. G's 31 points. Lions will be wary. I doubt they'll choke again. I can't choke it from here. I can't afford to, I should say, because I probably could. Rayner. Oh, actually, that could work. Danaher. Cameron, this could be for another one. Can Danaher kick it from the pocket? Oh, he's hit the post. The top of the goal post just about. That was almost another good kick. What other games you stream this round? Jeez, where do I start? Saints v GWS, so the first Saints game in ages. Maybe Freo v Port or Gold Coast Hawthorn. And then both of the Sunday games. Because if we're going to be doing nothing, I'm not going to be going out. I might as well be watching the footy, and I might as well live stream it, if you know what I mean. Because I do enjoy live streaming. For the most part. Oliver. Yeah, when you think of tip, margin, and big call, this has been the worst I think it's going to get so far this year. Worse than last week. I can't seem to get the Melbourne games right. I tipped Melbourne to beat Bulldogs. I tipped Bulldogs to beat Melbourne. Melbourne won. I got Melbourne to beat Hawthorn right. Then I tipped Melbourne to beat Port. No, I tipped Port to beat Melbourne. Melbourne won. I tipped Adelaide to beat Melbourne. Melbourne won. I'm like, okay, Melbourne surely win, and they fucking lose. So I can't really tip Melbourne games right. I can't get a good read on Melbourne at all. I could still win, I guess, but they've only kicked 2 goals. Apart from last week, almost every game this season. Yeah, Saints. Carlton beat Richmond isn't an upset, and Sydney beating Melbourne isn't an upset, so it's not really every game. And even Adelaide Geelong, like, oh wait, no, that wasn't the first game. And Adelaide v Melbourne, it was, yeah, true. Melbourne were favourites, yeah. Although I really thought they could have won. I really thought they could have won the Crows like they did last year in Gatherham, but they fucked it up yet again. They're 0-4 now. What's with the bunny comments? So I said in my latest video that if you wanted me to do a double header, just comment down bunny, and then I'll do a double header. So I'll probably do a double header on Sunday. Oh, Eva's in the chat, former schoolmate from yeah, I used to go to school with. Haven't seen you in ages. Hopefully you're doing well. I've seen you've been travelling as well, which looks like, you know, a good time. How's it going though? Good to see you on all the streams. Who have you got for tonight's SL Boys edits? Well, I tipped Melbourne, but they're down by 32 points. Lachlan says Bunny. You don't need to say Bunny in the stream though. You realise. 322. Yeah, no, that's good. Whereabouts did you travel to? Like, what places? I'm going to Bali with some mates next Feb. I went to Mexico and America in Jan, which was good. But most of my travelling, I just mainly go interstate for footy. You should meet... Chunky, then that's why I don't want you to be a member, because you just say shit like that on every stream. Fidget says, remember when you used to do those 6-hour Fortnite Fall Guys streams? You should bring them back. I just don't have the time for that. To stream for 6 hours when I normally have stuff on every night. If it's a punishment, then probably, but like otherwise I probably won't bother. That looks sick. Yeah, America was good. I remember I went 2018 and it was such a waste. I only went for a couple days before heading back from a cruise, and we waited 7 hours for a family member to pick us up. It was my birthday as well. We only left the apartment at 2:30, so I did nothing that day. It did actually piss me off quite a bit. So 31 points. Do you like to travel? Yeah, I do like to travel, but I haven't really properly traveled yet. Like, I'd like to go to Europe, but I definitely would like to go with mates over family, just because it's just more enjoyable. If you sort of get what you mean by that. Or even if you... Solo traveling, I feel like it'd be a very unique experience, but I feel like I wouldn't be the best in terms of adjusting to that. Especially in a different country. If I just get myself lost or something. Are you ever going to go to Japan? Probably 1 year, although controversially, I'm not the biggest fan of Japanese food, so... But that's the thing, like, I try new things. I'm not going to go to Japan and have McDonald's and KFC every meal. I did that when I went to Thailand. But back then, I was, yeah, a bit of a dickhead. 2 minutes to go. Let's get back into the footy. It's been a bit of a shit last 5 minutes. Nothing's happened. Where would you want to go next? Well, I don't think I'm going to any other country till the Bali, like Indonesia. So that's where I'll probably go next. But is it like Europe would be good? You know what I mean? Like even Japan would be alright. Even though, as I said before, probably wouldn't like half the foods there. It'd still be fun and unique. And I hit the post. Jesus. So 16 of 46, a minute 37. Almost half time. I swear to God, you get every D's tip wrong. I know. I should stop tipping the D's. And I should stop tipping against the D's. I should just go against my gut and I'll probably get it right. I've heard that KFC in Japan's very great. You know, in Japan, they have KFC like for Christmas. Oh, what a mark. They have KFC. It's like a Christmas tradition to have KFC, I think. It's kind of weird. But yeah. No, if I go traveling though, I definitely travel during the summer, because during the footy season, it's just too, like, I'm too busy with the footy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could afford to go away for a few weeks or like a month to Europe when I've got footy on. Like, it'd just be shit for the channel. I couldn't go to games. I couldn't watch St Kilda. What's the best country you've ever been to, says Footy Star? Probably, or... So I went to Thailand, but I'll probably say America or Mexico, one of the two. Because Mexico, you got the family of heritage, and then America, you've got a lot of stuff you can do there, let's be real. If you go to UK, you got to go... Yeah, I would definitely do that. Alright, that'll be it for the quarter. For halftime. It's become a good chat, actually, so I don't mind the fact that the game stopped for a bit, because, yeah, normally I'm bored at halftime. It's a decent chat. But if I do, yeah, if I go to UK, if is the key word, because might never go. That was a short quarter, holy shit. I'd definitely go to an EPL game, but the issue is it's so expensive to get a ticket. Because there are so many fans that want tickets, so even if you're a member, you're not guaranteed. Because I know Davidoff, who goes for Arsenal, he finds it really difficult to get tickets half the time, even though he's like a decently high member. I assume you would have attended a Premier League game, Eve? Like, did you attend one of the bigger games or like a smaller one? Or a few? I love your videos, says Rivs. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers for the subscriptions as well. We're actually getting a few subscribers on the stream and some half decent viewers. Thoughts on Ashley Kohler? Yeah, Ashley Kohler. He was an OG back in the day. Back in the footy card days. 2018, 2019. Who do you think will win the grand final? This is Niraj. Good question. Probably the Giants. Oh, he didn't go? That's sort of unfortunate, but like you probably would have done other stuff anyways. But yeah, if I win, I'd do it. But I haven't got plans on doing that in the next few years. Because you gotta save a lot of money for that shit. You don't realise, when travelling and all that, how much money you spend there, that's not flight/accommodation. Like Gatheran, Jesus, I was screwed over for Gatheran after all the stuff that happened and getting my stuff stolen. Do you watch golf? No, I don't really watch golf. I find it really boring to watch. I could consider playing it. My uncle and dad want me to get into golf, but I just don't have the time for golf. Who are you going for tonight? I want Melbourne to win, but they probably won't win, I don't think. I know you go for St Kilda, so I assume... I don't know how much of St Kilda you've been watching this season, but hopefully we can beat the Giants this week. Go Lions. We'll see. They're doing well. They should win it from here. But you go for Saints here, right? Unless you changed. Would you go to a Newcastle game if you're going to any Premier League game? Well, Newcastle play in Melbourne, so I've got a few mates from school that... like Callum wants me to go to you've seen him in a couple of the vlogs. He asked me if I want to go to the Newcastle game at the MCG, so I probably will go. But like, I don't watch the games. Like I just can't be arsed staying up till 3 in the morning watching. I just don't have the time. But like, I'd probably go. But we're talking like ages down the track. So half time, if you just joined us, the Lions have been the dominant side. They've kicked 4 goals to none that quarter. Yeah, they've been poor, Melbourne. Saints, okay, good. I was just confirming, but I had a feeling you were still Saints. Yeah, I was at the Norwood game last week in Adelaide, and shocking first half, but it's actually really good to be there, like in the second half. Like, really underrated the ground. It didn't feel like an AFL game. And then they had like kick to kick after the game as well, and that was cool. That was really fun. Sammy says, yeah, I might go to both games. I'll probably go to one, I reckon. G'day, says Sebas. Horn Francis or Harley Reid. Well, right now, Horn Francis, your big calls are not going well. Yeah, they're not very well. Not good. Surprised you're not heading up to Canberra. I already told you, Sammy, the reason I'm not heading up to Canberra is because I need to save money. I've got to replace $800 worth of stuff I got stolen last week. So I'm just going to save it and stream instead. Because Canberra is really... It's weirdly expensive to travel to. Like if you're going to fly up to Canberra. For some reason, I don't know why. And then I'd have to stay there. I don't know anyone who I could stay with in Canberra, so that's another couple $100. And it's GWS as well. I love your videos. Yeah, appreciate it. What year will Bont retire, says Sean? Good question. Probably not another 7-8 years, to be honest. But he's getting wasted at the Dogs, I feel. G'day, centre half forward. No, so I was lucky no cameras got stolen. Really lucky. Because I was saying it before, I was with a couple people that told me to take out a few valuables out of my bag. So I took out my camera with all the footage from Gather End, and I took out my GoPro. Otherwise, that would have been lost as well. And I would have probably ended it all. Thoughts on Bont winning the Brownlow this year? I actually do agree. I had Bont as my Brownlow call before the year started. So, yeah, I think he could definitely win it. He had a really good game against the Cats last week. He deserves a Brownlow, Eve. Like, fucking hell. He's should have won it in 2021, and he probably should have won it last year as well. Wait, how exactly was it stolen? So, I was pissed drunk on the Saturday night, and after the game, Checkers, he was DJing at like this club in Adelaide, and I'm just like, fuck it, I'll go. So with a few other people there, we went over, but I didn't realize I had a bag on me, and you're not allowed a bag inside, but I didn't realize that until I got there, and I left it out unattended. I thought someone was attending the bag. Someone must have nicked it, I reckon. A very good chance some idiot would have nicked it. So that's how it happened. I can't really blame myself. Well, I can really. That's all I can blame. Can't blame anyone by myself there. Could Science upload his vlogs? And yeah, I told him he needs to. Like, I understand he wants to get all those videos out, but I don't see there being much of a reason in uploading those vlogs 6 days late. But they're still decent videos. Like, I don't hate his content. I had no idea Heaney was Brownlow favourite until a couple hours ago. No, Heaney would be the Brownlow favourite. He'd be on like 11 votes. Eve, I wanted him to win last year. I put a bet on him to win it last year. And I was streaming it and all that stuff. And it was pretty close to winning it, so I was sort of annoyed he didn't win it. Yeah, well, I want him to win as well. But I've got him for this year, so we'll see. I think against Essendon, I've got him as I put him as my captain for fantasy, so I reckon he'll have a good game again. Didn't they have a cloakroom or something, says Pat Kaz? They probably did, but I'm just an idiot. There were so many things I could have done that I didn't do. Like, I could have dropped off my bag at Lockie's. What got stolen? A few things. I'll reveal more in my Gather Round vlog next week. When's the Members Gather Round vlog coming out? I don't know. Maybe in a couple weeks. If I do a Members Gather Round vlog, it'll be like just behind the scenes footage that I wouldn't add in my regular videos, like for the regular vlogs. That wouldn't fit the vibe. The Lambros are doing well since Footy Star. Yep, they are. They definitely are. They're almost actually 3/4 of the way done, actually. So, you know, they'll run to the MCG and I'll be there for it, get around it, because, you know, fucking hardest thing to do doing what they're doing. Can you please name a car for an edit? I already said before, do a Toyota Corolla, because I just wouldn't expect anyone to edit that car at all, but it'd be kind of funny if you did. Demons will come back hard. Gather Round vlog could be your best yet. I'm hoping both of those videos really take me over the line this year. I filmed a lot of stuff. I've got 550 files on my phone. On my camera, sorry. On my SD card. I've got so much footage. New vid was elite, especially reliving the 2012 grand final. Yeah, I reckon you should honestly like upload as many videos as you can each week, because you're not normally, if you like make those style of videos, if you upload too frequently, you don't get as many views per video, but that's not the case for you. So I feel like just do as much as you can to completely maximize it. My favorite Saints jersey. Fuck, that's a good question. I'll show you the one that I'll show you this one. I don't know if you see me wear it in any photos, like on Insta and all that shit, but this is like the candy stripe that I got for the Richmond game when we wore it. One of my favourites. The Stickman one's good as well. I've got that. They're probably my two favourites this year. How many do you reckon will be at the G1 Lambros get back? I don't know. It could be a lot. You're my 13th favourite YouTuber. That's very specific. What's your top 13 then? I'm going to have a look at fantasy now. So I've got no one in this game for draft. Blake House is 42 and Gawn has 82. I should have captained Gawn. Holy shit. Gawn has 82. I don't really have a favourite car. I don't know a lot about cars, to be honest. Do you think Freo will make the finals, says Sean? I think they should make the finals. I'm just trying to think. So, Freo, Geelong seem to be the two sides from last year to make it. Does that mean Brisbane and, like, I feel like all the sides from the top 8 last year are good chances this year, even Saints. But I'm not yet confident on the Saints this season to make finals. I just got to wait a few rounds. Like, we lose to GWS, fair enough, you cop that. We've got to beat the Bulldogs. And it'd be nice to either beat Port away or GWS away. But if we lose those two games, again, we probably cop that. Not gonna lie, Mark is furious and angry. Why is Mark pissed off? When's your next interstate trip? I'm gonna go to Adelaide for the Port game in a couple of weeks. I've got yeah, I already got time off work for that game. I could have gone to Canberra, but I don't want to. I said I wasn't gonna go to every game this year.
What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this shit?
Mark is actually not happy. I need to find that. Right. See, that's what happens when you're an avid gambler and you gamble for every game. Oh, we got a dono. Thank you, Eve, for the 2. I'll chuck... Actually, no, I don't chuck the things up for donos. I do it for members. Thank you very much. How often do you work? Twice a week. I only work weekdays and I work mornings. Because I'm not working weekends and then missing out on the footy. Yeah, cheers for the dono. When you make Lever and May actually defend their bang average. May's been undisciplined so far, I feel. When you make... I already read that. Mark is cute when angry. Another sub, cheers. Hey, Cuddy, when's the next power rankings? I'm not going to do another power rankings till mid-season, probably. I just find it... I was doing them in 2022, but I just found them kind of boring to continue every single week, every month. I'd rather upload more enjoyable videos, despite them doing kind of well. Who was that one woman who always... Oh, Megan Holly. She stopped though, which sort of sucks. She actually honestly got me... She made me $500 every month at one stage. Like, she was insane. She, yeah, she stopped though. Which sort of sucks. But you sort of can't rely on people like that to make your money, that's the thing. Can I gift memberships or have I exceeded the limit? No, I can't do it. I can't give free memberships. Why was she giving... Well, it wasn't maybe. Well, maybe not have been 500, but she was gifting like heaps of memberships every single stream. Like 30 a week. But the problem with that, though, when you get gifted members, most of the people don't stay a member because they probably can't afford it or don't want to stay as a member. So I thought I had more than what I realistically did have. I love your videos and you inspired me to make my own YouTube channel, says Rivs. I appreciate it. No, it's cool. It's cool when people say that because it's like, I feel like I'm actually a part of their journey on YouTube. Like I've actually inspired them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. No, cool. How long is this half? Who am I playing in fantasy this week as well? I need to have a look. Game classic. Julie, how's your tip? Pretty crap, to be honest. G'day, Go Time. How are we? We got to catch up at a game soon, I feel, Jay. So it's been like ages. Where's my classic? Oh, there's my draft. Why can't I see who I'm playing? I want lines by 12, but they're looking like it, doing it by a lot. Just trying to find my league. Why the fuck can I not find it? Oh, here we go. So I'm versing Ethan, and I'm absolutely smashing Ethan. Oh my lord, Ethan is so screwed. Oh wait, have a guess to know how many plays Ethan has this week that isn't playing. He is so screwed. To be honest, you, Kate McDonald, and Colleen are the only reason I do AFL videos. I'm just yet to... No, that's fair. I appreciate it though, Riley. Definitely some good channels there that you've listed. Alright, people are going a bit overboard. It's not 12. I mean, that'd be insane. Nah. 6. No, but 6 is still really bad though. You shouldn't have any players in that category. It's because Ethan's got 6 Sydney and Collingwood players. He's actually got 7 if you include Isaac Heaney. He's got 7. That's bad. Yeah, I should smash him. I'm 1-3 actually to start off that league, so I need to get wins and percentage. I'd hope for a score of 2100 or more, I reckon. Next week could be one of the best weeks this year. They're like 5 or 6. Oh yeah, next week. So next week we got Saints v Bulldogs. Then Adelaide Essendon could be decent. Collingwood v Port. Carlton GWS. Brisbane Geelong also. Too bad I won't be able to watch much though because I'll be at a party. And then even Sydney Gold Coast probably won't be that good. And then North Hawthorn. Yeah, next week's a much better round than this week. I'm going to the Collingwood Port game next week. Oh, really? Are you going to Saints v Dogs, Zay? If so, I'd actually catch up with you because it was good. It was actually good to see you gather around and all that. Alrighty, let's restart. It's a 30-point margin. You would think that the Lions hold on here. Oh, you're doing the bus. Fair enough. No, that's fair. Sportsnut says the D's near the first few. I feel like the margin's within 4, even 5 goals. Because remember last year? Remember last year when Melbourne played Brisbane and they were down by 30 and they still won? Brisbane could do what they did last year. They also choked at the MCD against Richmond when I was there in 2022. So there's no guarantee. If you're going to the game, feel free to say hi. I might go to that game, actually. Because, yeah, I might go to that game, actually. If you can get me into the Port Cheer squad by any chance, I'll definitely go. Because I reckon that'll be fun. They look set with a really good game plan. Yeah, but that was same case last time. And now Melbourne get the first chance inside 50. Fritsch to... Can't see who that is. Chandler. I watched that video yesterday when I was watching your Goal King videos and Richmond games you went to. Oh, Richmond v Brisbane. One of the best games I've actually been to and vlogged that it wasn't a Saints game. Good kick. Great kick, actually. The D's are back on the board. Oh, hold up.
It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem.
22-46. Why is the ball orange? I don't know. What do you mean by that? Let me just change the text. So it's not cut. That's a clean goal. Yeah, no, that was a good goal. The best game that you vlogged was Dreamtime. Well, I did do a Dreamtime vlog, but it was a 2-1. I would have probably just done the Dreamtime because I reckon that would have done better as its own. Because the concept of the video was a 2-1. The first game was arse. The second game was good. I was considering vlogging the Dogs and Bombers game on Friday, but I don't think I will. I want to prioritise my Gather-Round video. And I'm going to the casino after that game as well. So I'll be back home late and I'm going to be up early the next day to film something for someone. So I just feel like there's no point in editing and vlogging. And Cameron kicks it. So the response is there, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, point. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Obviously, that's touch, but is that after line? Oh, no, yeah, definitely. Definitely. The best game in Gather Round would have been Freo Carlton. I'd say Geelong Bulldogs, but I can't remember much of that game, so you can't really. Well, Collingwood Hawthorn was also really good in the last quarter, but I was only there for the last quarter. Oh, Rayner with a great mark. With a really good contested grab. Where am I sitting? I haven't got any clue yet. I have to get tickets still. My mates have got me the task of getting tickets and I completely forgot to do that. which is a shit idea.
Went to the back. No body on Rayner.
Possession 18 and 100% by foot to this stage.
8 clearances to go with.
Nice night, isn't it?
To put him up by 31 again.
Kicks only 25 metres.
Had a good game. Probably his best he's ever played, but he's missed it. Free are a boring team to watch, though. They're not the most exciting team to watch. G'day, Michaela. Only tickets left is GA and level 3. So no level 1 tickets at all? That sort of sucks. Brisbane have more more fans than Melbourne, it seems. That's slightly shit, but I don't really care where I sit because I don't support any of the sides and I'm not vlogging. So I don't actually care where I sit. Oh, Lohman has to kick this for Crouchy. Lohman kicks the goal and the line's up by 32. So it's getting a little bit of a concern now for Melbourne if it wasn't already. 32 points. You were promised an Anzac Day ticket until a week ago. I was told I don't have one for me. I've got one, but I might not be going. I won't be as desperate to go because I just think it could still be a good game, to be fair. But I just think I've already been to one, so. I might not be going though. I might have something on that day. And plus I'm sitting with Sammy and I will see if I end up wanting to do that. Barry gets a good tackle. Is there any way I could buy it off you if you don't go? Possibly. If I don't go, I'll sell it. And I'd rather sell it to someone that knows. You know Sammy GFC? Because it's with him. I will probably end up going though. Because he had that organised all like the last 3 or 4 months. You haven't met him personally. True, but I mean it's better that because if you're going to be going to the game, you'll be sitting either by yourself or with him. I might go. I don't know yet, though. I want to go. Like, I do want to go to the game. I really hope we can get a Melbourne response here. To make this stream actually good. Because the stream only gets good if it's a close game. Lohman. Oh, here we go. Dunkley. Real chance. Gardner. A real chance for Brisbane. A real chance. That was a silly play. $32 points to the margin. You're not going. It's my first season game I haven't been to this year. So you went to Gatherand. And Charlie Cameron. How many's Charlie kicked? I think he's kicked a few. Oh, this will be for a second. You left halfway through the 4th, says Aussie Kid. For Gather Round. No. He's been a bit inaccurate today. It's sort of poor if you made the decision yourself. I know you guys played shocking, but leaving early, gather round particularly, isn't the best call. It'd be worse if it was a doubleheader game and you decide not to go to the second game. That would be worse. Just can't do anything wrong right now, the lines. Dunkley goes short to Lohman. Lohman starting to play some good footy. I feel like in the last few weeks, this quarter as well. Hipwood, he's been quiet since quarter time. Oliver, Lever, gonna be caught. It was during Easter that I was looking. And he asked if I had to buy any new gear to stream. Luckily not. Luckily, all the streaming equipment I left in the hotel room. It's mainly like the stuff I need to use for like when I want to interview people, like those mics and like a tripod, AirPods. Like you don't need AirPods to make content, to be fair. So luckily not, but still. Great tackle. I'm just imagining that. Imagine I had my whole setup just in my bag that night for whatever reason. Like everything I owned on my... Imagine all of that was lost. I'd have no equipment to make videos. I'd be editing on my phone. Filming on my phone. I'm looking. I'll answer that after this play. McCluggage off the ground, kicks a goal. There's 39 points. Could that be the game already? I will. So last week, I don't know if you keep up to date with the tips videos, but I normally review my team every tips video. But it's a good start for me, I feel. I elected to keep Blake Howes because I I just would have preferred to trade out other players. Let's have a look at my team real quick now, actually. And he's on 50. For someone like him, a 50 already is good. Because what's his break even? His last three average is 31, it says. I don't even know where the fuck to find the break even, but I would doubt it'd be very high. So I assume that will go up in value. And then Max Gorn's on 90. So those are my two players for today, but that's a good start. I was the only person to tip lines in my tipping comp. Really? Do you know what sucks with the games like this? My margin's in serious jeopardy. Like I tipped Melbourne by 25, and if this is like 64-point difference, you'll loop House, but he's not making much cash now. Well, he's on my field though. If you mean by like, he's actually on my field. Because there's no point in fielding Dacos when he's not playing. Go, Dylan. How are we, mate? Not looking like you'll get your... No. No. I should have said Melbourne to not score 65. Melbourne. Do you remember the guy you interviewed on Thursday pre? That was you. I couldn't use any of that footage because the mic wasn't working. I wasn't even using my own mic. I forgot to bring the right mics to gather around in the first place. So one of my road mics is still in the house, but the rest is all lost. So I had a bit of a nightmare of a day when it came to that. It was so chaotic on a hill. I wanted to get proper interviews done, but I'm sort of glad that ended up being shit because the audio didn't work. Like you probably remember how chaotic it was before the game, Andy, on the hill. Like I tried to do a few like interviews, but like yeah, the audio wasn't working. So, but it didn't matter because they weren't the best. I'm just like if they were good, I'll use them. If they're not good, who cares? Lohman. Oh, he's got the pickup. Bailey. This is all Brisbane, and Melbourne should get the mark in Billings. Oh, you interviewed me. Okay. I interviewed a couple people, so it might have been you, but I definitely remember a few people interviewing me on Thursday. That's good because he'll have to do the punishment. It's funny when you have to do a punishment. By the way, I sent you the camera on Instagram. Yeah, I'll have a look when I can. This is the best I've seen Brisbane play at the MCG ever. It seems to be every time they play Melbourne, that's the team for some reason they play well against at the MCG, but they can't play well against any other side. I'd say Collingwood, but they always play Collingwood at Marvel, apart from the GF. Can I be in a foal kicking competition? Why would I kick foals? That would be very poor from my behalf if I did that. Why would I be kicking a young horse? How are Brisbane playing so well? What happened to the... No idea. My big call, the only way it'll stay correct is if Brisbane don't score another goal for the rest of the game. Here we go, Melbourne. This is their chance, possibly. Petrarca has decided to fucking waste it. I don't know what he was thinking by doing that. Probably not anymore, to be honest with you, Sports, because they're not playing that bad anymore there. They lost twice in close games against Brisbane and Melbourne. Against Collingwood and Melbourne, sorry. This is such a non-Melbourne-like performance. It's the sort of performance I expected Melbourne, leading into this season, you know what I mean? Oh, why couldn't Melbourne have played shitty against Adelaide so I could get my Adelaide tip right last week? But no, they decided to play crap this week when I had faith in them. But yeah, like, if this is going to be the quality of footy all round, I thought this would have been one of the better games. I didn't think Melbourne would get creamed. I thought Brisbane maybe, but not Melbourne. But then you got to think about it. Brisbane are a quality side. Are they realistically going to let themselves go 1-4? Probably not. They were good against Adelaide. Maybe they weren't great. Maybe it was just Adelaide was so bad. It could have been that. Lions, I think it's more Lions are playing well, like with all that pressure and all that. Because when Melbourne are trying to attack, they've got nowhere to go because of the way the Lions have set up. The D's need the next two of the game. They need it to be like 26 at least at 3/4 time. Or at the most, I should say. 67 tackles for Brisbane, so they could be on track for 100 maybe. The man that likes planes. I thought they were going to say OG Bomber for a second. How does BT know something like that? Like, where does he get that information from? Really random. Well, if this is anything to go by for the rest of the week, we'll be set for a shitty week of streaming. I hope the Giants and Saints game's a lot better than this. Well, really, if we do what Brisbane did this week, I'll take it, but not vice versa. I feel like regardless, though, like if it's a smashing, people will be watching because I'm a Saints fan. If I supported Melbourne, I'd probably have 300 viewers in chat. That's just the way it is. Well, at least with last year, Melbourne had a decently high score. They were attacking half decently. They've only scored 3 goals all freaking game. They've got to triple their score to win this game from here. I don't want Brisbane to score another one, though, to be fair. Like, big call would be good if I kept it. If Giants are flogging, you'll have heaps, but if it's a close game, I think I'll have more. To be honest, I think if it's... Oh, shit. If it's a close game, I reckon I'll have more, because people always want to tune into close games. I know people want to see me get pissed off, though. Windsor, well done. Really smart kick. He could have blazed away, and now the D's have numbers inside 50. That was probably the best bit of play all quarter for Melbourne. This is the first gamer. It looks like that Nina Morrison from freaking Geelong. That's genuinely Nina Morrison. But she looks like a guy anyway, so... Tolstrup for his first goal in his career to give him a chance. Heading into three-quarter time. He lines up, strikes it, but misses. So, 3 goals, 6 now. Brisbane, every time they've had the kick-outs, they've always been able to get it from their end of the defence 50 to the forward 50 pretty easily.
The passage of play that we just saw, they've got to get in the hands of Windsor. I know he may only be in his 5th game, but geez, he's going to be a special player from...
That was ultra impressive, wasn't it? The speed.
Yeah, no, that Windsor play was good. And smart and composed under pressure. Too easy for Brisbane here. Look at this. McCarthy, chip kick. Danaher. So they did that easily. With not much pressure. So the way Brisbane have been all game, really, from the start. Probably already game over now. It's disappointing.
Perfect distance here for Danaher. He can just get through it nice and firmly.
Kicked 2 in the first quarter, but and that's just going to be a point. 3:24 to go. Jesus Christ! I tell you what, it's going to be another relatively short quarter from what we've seen, like compared to other quarters this season. Gorn couldn't mark it. Tholstrup, is that his name? It's a strange last name. Tackle from Loman on May, the 2 1-on-1s. Let's have a look at Howe's score quickly. Howe 56. Gorn has slowed down a little bit on 95. He's still doing well. But he probably won't be the highest scoring player. Maybe on the field he could be, but not... Oh, Cameron steals it. He'll kick this, and he does. Another one for the Lions. That would be 10 of the last 12, actually, I think. And they moved to 68. It's a 44-point margin now. They're back, the Lions. They are back in a big way. Which is scary for the competition. Berry has 96, Gore 95, Zorko, Rayner, Dunkley. Where Farks is T. Well, now I can't get that TikTok out because Melbourne are playing like shit. Charlie's kicked his third. think. No? 2 goals. He's had a couple of shots, though.
Charlie Cameron texted on moustache. Enjoying the work of that man there to kick his second goal. Nice work by Gawn. Likewise, Viney. Now Rivers.
Go, Gorn. Here we go. Petrarca. This is decent. Tolstrup. He's gone. Ball. Any other games? Yeah, I'll be streaming quite a bit this round, honestly. If I wasn't streaming this game, I'd consider not bothering watching the whole thing.
Said they wanted to bring the hunger and intensity. And that's exactly what they've done.
They have. Ainsworth followed up. A little bit of confidence gained out of that win last week against the Roos and extending that tonight for sure. He will feel very good and the players will feel even better about their prospects.
Must be snow season for Melbourne.
As Billings Fred half forward.
I still think Melbourne should be a final side here, but they could start their season, you know, they're derailing their season after this, potentially, because they've had Brown on a free. Their 2 losses haven't been just bad, they've been pretty, like, quite bad. Like, their losses haven't been honourable losses in the slightest. I thought the game was like this today. Yeah, I know. This is the one result I didn't see happening.
3-4 to 1-3 this quarter. And for the Lions.
Oh, good fly from Cameron.
McVee and Oliver. Now May. Oliver. Free downfield. So May goes for the all.
Can Melbourne get a late one here? Because remember last year, it's 30 points at 3/4 time. Melbourne had no spirit left in them. They ended up winning. Nah. To be honest, though, their first 6 were really difficult. Yeah, they'll take 4 and 2. I thought they were going to be 2 and 4 to start off the year. I thought they'll lose to Port, lose to Adelaide, and maybe lose to the Dogs. What was your top game from Gatherend? Good question. I mean, I could say Richmond Saints, being the biased Saints fan that I am. Like, Hawthorn Kling was fun in the last quarter. But probably one of the Saturday games would have been my pick of the bunch. And I'd say the worst game, probably Port Adelaide Essendon. The first 2 games are pretty bad. In fact, the first 3 games are pretty bad. Saints Richmond was actually good, Zay. It's definitely top 3 for mine. If you didn't go to that game, you missed out. Chunky, Geelong have had a pretty easy fixture so far. Brisbane could win. Yeah, I'd tip Brisbane to beat Geelong next week, I reckon. Even though the Cats are 4-0 and they'll probably 5-0. I think Brisbane are getting back to their good footy, and at the Gabba they're winning it in a good game of footy. So another dominant quarter for Brisbane. They've been dominant in every quarter of this game so far. That's it. That'll be it for the game. I'm trying to remember the last time the game was pretty much confirmed the result that I've done this year. Because every game I think I've streamed, there have been slight chances for certain sides. I don't think this game there is for Melbourne. Freo Adelaide, it could have been anyone's game at 3/4 time. North Carlton, probably not that game. Richmond City was close. Adelaide Geelong was still a chance for Adelaide, but it was never really going to happen. Sydney v Essendon was actually kind of competitive. So, yeah, sort of disappointing. But it's good to get 109 in chat, and if you haven't liked the stream yet, feel free to and subscribe. We'd love to see that sub count tick over. I think we've gained like another 60 subs today, which is good. Especially considering I didn't upload a video today. Bit flat, I went home before Hawks. You should have stayed. You should have stayed for the rest of the couple games because it was good at the end. I feel like the hill would have been the best place to sit behind the Hawks cheer squad. The Hawks cheer squad was good. Somehow there was a spare seat next to like Menza or whatever, so I sat there. What would you do if Melbourne gets a comeback? So I don't get that question because it's like, what would I do? I probably would just be quite surprised. Do you want me to like do something dumb if that happened? Oh, if Melbourne come back and win, I'll jump off the roof of my house. Like, I'd love Melbourne to come back and win, but I also wouldn't want to do that. Bring back the $5 go bucket and freeze, I say. Yeah, I didn't see much on the hill. When I was trying to analyse the games in my tipping video, it was hard to analyse some of the games because I was so just engulfed in what the hill was for those games that I couldn't really remember much. And for Geelong v Bulldogs, I couldn't fucking say anything. Saints v Richmond was the most I got at because that game I actually watched with full detail and all that. Adelaide Melbourne, to be fair, after the hill, I got to watch a decent amount, like really intently. No, the hill's more like it's more fun because that's where all the creators link up and all that, and that's where all the entertaining things, I guess, at the footy occur, like people sculling beers and stuff like that. But like for vlogging a game, you're better off sitting at your seats. Like I wouldn't stand on the hill for a Saints game because I actually want to watch the game. You don't really get to watch the game that well on the hill. But yeah, the hill. Most of the time on the hill, you're just chatting with other people instead of watching the game. To be honest, it's a great way of meeting people. So yeah, you're right, Andy. That was good, like, it's good. I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back on the hill, but I'll be back there. I might. So it's different because Adelaide and Gatherand, it won't get better than that in terms of like who's there. So I'm just wondering for like a Port Saints game or an Adelaide Saints game, who would actually be there on the hill in the first place? There wouldn't be many. Do you think that Melbourne could come back? No. Not a chance. 43 points. If they play like it against Port and Brisbane played like they did against Freo in the second half, then it could get close. The hill is better for cricket. Yeah, the hill would be good for cricket because you don't miss out on much you don't need to watch every ball at the cricket. Probably not many guys you know. Not many, like, yeah. Like, I'm sure if I was always there at the hill, I'd know them more, but yeah, you're right. It's not like I'd stand there anyways, but if there were some people, I'd maybe go there at halftime. Oh, that's right. Brisbane are on 68, so big call's done. Who do you think has the best song in the AFL? Richmond's? You still going to cook a steak up? Yeah, I will. Yeah, because I'm hungry for fucking steak. No, I won't be on the hill for Saints Port. There's no point. I won't know anyone there. Is this his 250th game, Neil, or are they just pulling it out of their ass? Yeah, I might sit with Zay for the Port game. Not sure though. If I know no one, I'd consider it, but I'd rather sit with Saints people.
Chris Fagan, one of his old right-hand men, doing wonderful things at the Brisbane Lions. So we head to the fourth quarter. It is 43 points to the Brisbane Lions. Chris Fagan's been looking to take the 4 points into the gather.
Brisbane definitely could still make top 4 after watching this, and they'll reset that. No, they won't. Should have. Brisbane would have a good percentage, yeah. Because their losses have been not by much. Oh, well, apart from the Carlton game, a couple of decent sized losses, but they're big wins that they're getting. Brown's done nothing. Ainsworth, Starcevic, all the Brisbane defenders have held him well. Fritsch has been the only half decent target, I feel like, for Melbourne. He's only kicked one as well. I don't want to sit GA. I don't want to sit with all the Port fans though, you realise, eh? I'd much rather sit with the Saints supporters. And Brown mark, so it's the commentator's curse. I said he was shocking and he's done it something for the whole game. Oh no, Pat Kaz. Imagine I went to this game and like, I don't know, I still feel like now I can recover any game. So if the game is absolutely ridiculously bad and I'm vlogging it, I can still make the video do well. I've got a strategy. One disposal for Ben Brown. He'll probably miss. Oh, I should kick this. Longest run up in the AFL still. But normally it works.
It's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag. It's the
And Brisbane are back from Las Vegas. Do you have a bit of a community with the Saints fans? Kind of. I'm not really as close with the people in the Saints cheer squad as I should be. I know a few people there though. Like Katrina, she's front row in the Saints cheer squad. She sometimes like tunes into the streams. She got me a few cheer squad tickets last year, which is kind of cool. I'd ask her if she's going to the game, to be honest with you, because I don't know the fuck I'm going to get a Port game with. I could ask Jake from Saints TV. I was going to go with Checkers, but Checkers has a game like really early for the Wattle Park, so he can't go, which makes sense. I was going to ask Geordie, but Geordie, he's working. Scoops doesn't want to travel. So I'm just thinking of all the Saints fans that I can think of. And the options aren't a lot when they're all saying no. Who else could I go with? Oh, well, just like that. The quick response goes bang from Bailey. And when he thought that the D's had any chances are gone. Yeah, it sort of sucks that Checkers can't go, but he's obviously got more important things to do. I would like to go to an interstate game with him, though, so maybe the Adelaide game later in the year. Or it's probably the other only game I could think of for interstate. How quick was that? That was straight in the middle. Super quick. Luke Culture. Wouldn't go with him. You're going to Port Saints and your Crows, Guernsey. If I decide I wanted to do another one of those signed footies, I'll let you sign a new footy again. But I don't really know if I'll bother with that again. I'll see. I'm still really disappointed that I lost that. Footy Star, is that in Adelaide? Well, it's obviously in Adelaide. Footy Star, she lives in Adelaide, and the Port Saints game we were talking about the past 5 minutes, that's in Adelaide. And Bailey again. McVee. Goat HQ says I just finished my shift and what a... Well, there's another spelling mistake for Chris. Just subscribed and super excited for new videos. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'll make more team coach videos soon. I want to do a box break, but I want to do one with a big creator. So what big big creators you want to see me do a box break with? And I'll ask them. Yeah, it sucks, Annie, but most of those signatures I can get back on anyways. Because I just feel like they'll get filled up again. Like, they got really quickly filled up in 5 rounds. Or 4 rounds, really. So it's alright. It could be worse. How'd you lose the footy? Yeah, that Saturday night, someone just fucking took it. I don't know who took it. Someone just took it. My theory is that they kicked it into the River Torrens like an idiot after the game. That's my theory, really, because I feel like people would have seen it pop up and know it's mine. So I don't think it's just in the possession of someone's hands. I think there's a good chance it's in the water. Caden McDonald. Yeah, I might ask Caden, actually. It's not a bad shout. Team coach box break with Caden. I wouldn't ask him now, though. I don't think he's in the mood. It's probably not worth anything to the person who stole it. That's right. It's not worth fuck all. They probably don't even know what those signatures are. But I can just do a new one. That's the thing, right? But I feel bad for the people that did sign the ball early and they won't get the chance to do it again a little bit. But it's not my fault. My big call is garbage, Tom. Here we go. Windsor again. He's fast. 3. Bad kick, though. His last kick was good as... that one was bad. West Coast going 1-4. They won't win. No, I know it's not in your car. I know exactly. I had it Saturday night and I didn't get the footy back.
The bye's coming up for Melbourne after that road trip. I talked about it being a business trip. They'd really set themselves to go to Adelaide and come away with 2 important wins over Port and the Crows. The D's were able to do that, but momentum grinds to a halt tonight.
Gordon with a good mark. Come on, get a few more points for me here in the late game. Let's have a little look, because he's been not... well, you kind of don't... with Ruckman, they rack up points without you realising with the hit-outs. Yeah, you can have hope. I don't think they'll get smashed, West Coast. But I'm not tipping them. Darcy Gardner. I think he kicked his first goal in like fucking ages last week, if I'm not mistaken. And he's kicked it straight to Woden. Max is his best. Yeah, he's got really good fitness. So we'll see if he can rack it up in the last 5 minutes. Because everyone else is like really tired out and he's still working really hard. Yeah, but you realise Coast Club, there's no guarantee you'll be good twice in a row. Like last year when you were good in certain games, you played crap the next. That is pathetic from Melbourne. They just spoiled each other. Melbourne haven't lost by this much since 2020. I don't know if that's true. Is this Melbourne's biggest loss since 2020?
Spoke about Melbourne a little bit, but I just wonder about Brisbane and where you think, at the moment with the 2 wins from their 5 games so far this year, whether you think this form is conducive with some of their best last year, and do you think they've
You might be right.
been looking for is McCarthy to Bailey?
Last year, their biggest loss was only 27 points. That was Gatheran. Oh, wow. Cameron kicks another one. And if they were at the Gabba, they would play Country Roads. I actually think I should do that. Next Brisbane stream I do, I'll actually have Country Roads play. You want all players to have goal songs next Gatheran? That's a good idea. They won't do it for every team every round. That's fair. But for Gatheran, I feel like you got to get up and about. Don't do it once. Now I kind of want Melbourne to get absolutely smashed. It's the D's biggest loss since round 9 Port. That game was shit, I remember. I remember that's how when I first discovered BKR Sport for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. Because he did a stream for that game and I was on it. Gone. Oh, I want this game to be quick. Finish it quick so I can have my steak. Good goal from Cameron. Come on, D's. Kick like 5 unanswered goals and get some percentage back. You'll be lucky to kick 2 unanswered goals. And Petty. That's the first thing he's done all game.
Harrison Petty coming up for his first kick of the footy tonight.
All the boos. Because they're kicking towards Brisbane's end as well. And he's missed it.
So where do you think Brisbane are at? Do you think they're back, Joel, somewhere with their best footy or not?
Fucking hell. Now my stream deck's fucked up again. It doesn't even take a whole quarter for it to screw up.
The back of, you know, a tough season, and they need it tonight, and they've come up against a side that's probably a little bit off, but they've really put them to the sword, so it's good signs.
You'd have to be impressed if you are Brisbane. Just
Oh, there we go. I just figured out how to fix it now, which is cool.
the clearance work and the plan that they've come in and executed really with a real purpose to make Melbourne defend, pick them apart by good ball use.
If I could, I would probably end this now, honestly. I probably would actually end the stream now. Like, the stream hasn't done that bad. It's just the game is so boring. Like, come on. What the hell do we... Like, what more do we want? The only time I've ended a stream early... Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the only time I've ended a game early was when my stream lagged and I couldn't continue. Yeah, I saw that. I just saw that. Caden was with Cooko. That might break the internet, that.
So Gawn's going to take the shot here. 24 hit-outs tonight.
Fucking hell, Caden left the game early. That's pathetic. No, I won't be that bit. Apparently, Caden left the game early. Gawn kicked the goal. Good. Good, good, good. Need the fantasy. Hopefully, Andy's right as well.
It's a high-flying flag. It's the emblem.
43. Okay, so...
Thursday night.
I don't think it's that bad. 43k on a Thursday for Melbourne Brisbane.
43 for a home and away game, not too bad.
People are just thinking that like if this game was played in Marvel, the crowd would have been people would have been like, oh, the atmosphere is so good.
Have a look at this. Is this Ainsworth with the history that's gone on between these guys saying to Petty,
Are you crying? That was it.
are you a crybaby?
Yep, no, that was the big incident a couple of years ago that wasn't resolved till after the match.
Gee, players don't forget, do they?
Lockie Neal talked about keeping receipts. That's obviously another one from another player that's been kept.
Van Rooyen!
I missed that. Great. I missed that. Van Rooyen with a big clunk. Unless we...
So a 45.
I don't know. Apparently he left the game early, Caden.
Yeah, it was an interesting piece of history that we saw. That is for sure. See what he's got here to get it back to.
Imagine they just kick 7 in a row here.
Van Rooyen. Good looking ball.
Kick 2 in a row.
And back to a 36-point margin.
Oh, BT loves to make a game out of anything.
Flying flag, it's the emblem.
Imagine ending the stream now and they win. Imagine they win. Supposedly Caden left the game early. Imagine they win. Last year, both games last year. Remember the Melbourne v Brisbane game? Even the not the Lightning when the lights went out. It was 50 points, and it ended up being 10. Highlight of my YouTube career. Good question, Andy. That goal king challenge with Cripps and Mitchell would have been up there, to be honest. Even though that was a couple of years ago. I reckon if I ever do anything with the AFL, they'd probably top it. And here we go, Melbourne again.
Sends the D's forward again. They find another mark here. Pack of about
Kind of want him to kick one. Petrarca.
around the corner.
Oh, I'll tell you what, if you kick that.
Mentioned was Max Gawn's 100th goal, that last goal he kicked in the AFL.
We spoke about the crowd area too, Al. 43,098, so the biggest home and away crowd between these two sides.
Biggest home and away crowd, and people are saying the crowd's so crap.
Petty. So better than we thought. Here's Harris Andrews. .5 margin here.
They are coming, but they're not going to win it. It's just too late. They needed to start doing this when the margin wasn't this big.
To 2 they are. McDonald just got rid of it. Zorko whips it.
But it does feel like a different game now for some reason. I don't know why Melbourne are starting to play half decent.
May putting the pressure on there, but the mark is paid.
Was that the one you won? Yeah, it was one that I won. That's why I reckon I have that up there. Because I did not expect to win. I wasn't even meant to be in the competition at all.
Uncle Neil here tonight. Good to see the Danahers out and about.
So Stephen May's on the mark and he's not there. Shouldn't that be 50 for leaving? How does this work?
Big kicking stand.
Well, he either left the area.
It would be cool if Cookson made a comeback though, in some sense. Even if it's just like a video.
Was demanded to come back by the umpire.
He's looking at the little things, Daisy.
6 goals in 7 minutes is possible, but highly doubt it. It's practically impossible.
To Bailey. Around the corner there, finding Ainsworth, who not so nice a few moments ago with the little historical reference.
7-11 to go. Imagine Cookson and Marmalade Club. Yeah, that'd be interesting. The old v the new.
Telstra tracker tonight, Days.
Yeah, there goes his tracker there. Spent a lot of time off halfback as we've touched on. Dean Coleman out. There's some big numbers, Joel.
Yeah, and they need him getting the ball, Days, the way that they've moved it in and around today across the formation, beating those Melbourne defenders.
Ainsworth. There is good work. McDonald intercepting for Melbourne.
And now Lions can dribble it out and that will do it. Dribble it out?
Looks to the back flank. McVee. Billings led up, but he comes laterally by Woden Matata.
Yeah, I've recovered from Saturday night, Will.
Farms it up.
I was at the footy on Sunday, so I had to recover quick. When did you last meet Cookson? Oh, that's a good question. Probably at the cricket match. I have met Cookson a few times. Oh, Cameron plays on and kicks another one. He's had a really good game. He's had a really, really good game, I think. 4 goals. Fucking hell, what's going on with the graphic? Oh, who cares? But no, yeah, I've known Cookson and he's known me. Like, I got him on for my channel in 2020. Yeah, like, he followed me, but then just, you know, decided to stop with the content in, like, 2021. Like, I feel like if it wasn't for COVID in 2020, there's a chance, like, you could, oh, that's a point. Another point. So Cameron could have had 5. So I've got to put them back. But Cookson, if it wasn't for COVID in 2020, there's a decent chance he could still be making content. It just fucked up everyone in COVID 2020. That was a crap year. You wouldn't have started TikTok if it wasn't for 2020. Well, there you go. Some reap the rewards. 2020 was a decent year for me because it's not like 2019 was massive or anything like that. I only just started making different content. So it's not like I had a wave of momentum heading into the next year, unlike Caden and all that. So yeah, I didn't mind 2020 because of lockdown. If 2020 lockdown didn't happen and I wasn't in year 12, I would have had a shitty. I reckon I would have had a shit year on YouTube. I might not be where I was today if it wasn't for COVID, to be honest. 5:39. I'm not really watching much of the game. I'm just sort of looking at a few things on my phone and reading the chat. Chat's more interesting to the game at the moment. Does Cooko even go to any? No, he would. He definitely still follows the rules and goes to games.
Geelong next week at the Gabba awaits Brisbane. Where they'll be looking to make it 3 years in a row.
So many people love Cookson. Look at the comments. It's fucking funny. Time to turn the telly off and that's my night done. You know what my dad used to do, right? He'd watch the whole game and with 3 minutes to go, he would just turn the game off. I don't understand. You might as well just watch the whole thing. If you've been watching the entire game, just stay for the next 3 minutes. Then turn it off. What if you missed out on goal of the year? He did that once. He almost missed it. He almost missed out on a comeback. It was like 15 points with 3 minutes to go, and he turned it off. It ended up being a kick after sign. I gave him so much crap the next day. Well, he wouldn't turn it off if it's a close game, but 15 points with 3 minutes to go, you wouldn't turn that off, would you? Because anything could happen. Point. Yeah, shocking game, Jimbo. Watch the whole last quarter and can't be far closing YouTube, so I'm just watching this in misery. Fair enough. You used to do that for Crow's bad games? Yeah, nah. For your own side, I wouldn't do it. Although, as of late, Saints don't really get smashed in many games anymore. Oh, we don't really get smashed that much anymore. And if you're travelling interstate, you don't leave early because that's a waste. Anyways, Fritch to line up for his second, I think. And he kicks it
Grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem.
He has 16 for the year. Underrated. 50 goal a year, you would think, for Fritsch. Yeah, Jimbo, you don't leave the games early. You didn't even leave the Brisbane game at Norwood early, and we all did. Although, to be fair, the only reason we left it early is so we could make it to never tear us apart.
It's a night where they will lick their wounds, take a break and come back ready for the next challenge, and that is Richmond and Zach Eve back here at the MCG.
And on a night where they haven't challenged them enough, it's Chris and
It's just been a nothing game. All game.
what they had to do to Brisbane all night. They couldn't let them get set, but Brisbane have been able to do that. We thought it
You were about to leave the Port Essendon game last year early. Fucking hell. That would have been really bad. I remember Port St Kilda in 2018 or 2017 when Robbie Gray kicked the goal. Port fans were leaving with a minute to go, 10 points they were down by. Like, you should be embarrassed if you're leaving the game early and then you miss out on an iconic win like that. You should be embarrassed. Sparrow inside 50 and Fritsch almost. If there was 10 minutes on the clock, I'd be a bit more enthused in this game, but we just know they're not going to win. You still made never tear us apart on time? I probably shouldn't have left that game early. I did have to leave to get changed, though. I wanted to get changed, to be fair. Well, the next game will be streaming. Will be my first St Kilda game in years. I'm more excited for sure for that game. I wasn't even that excited for this game, to be honest. I wasn't enthused. Gawn has 140. So, he's just an absolute lock. I know. Max Gawn is just all the time. He might get 150. Should have put a C on him. I used to do it and I just dropped my C on Gawn. I should put it back on him. 50-metre penalty. So Lever might get his first goal in I don't know how long. And all of a sudden there'll be 24 points. And it just doesn't feel like that should be the margin. So this isn't going to be their biggest loss since the 2020 game. Why did Brisbane fade out every time? Should have VC looped him. Yeah, I did miss out, but that's alright. I could get another player doing better. Who knows? I'm still new to the fucking fantasy and all that. If I was a Melbourne fan, I'd actually kind of be happy, slightly, to see this. It makes a bad loss seem not as bad. 5 goals this quarter, 2 as well. I think 5-2. Might be 5-3. No, 5-2. Saving percentage here for the D's. Time's on Brisbane's side. Well, there isn't enough time. Petrarca. I tell you what, though. They are coming. If he kicked that, if he for some way kicked that. 2 minutes left. I think the Lions will win unless the impossible happens. I can't even believe we're talking about the fact that Melbourne could still win. They can't. But the margin could be cut again. Because Melbourne are playing with a bit of run and dare. Surprisingly. The margin definitely flatters them though. Like, I just, yeah.
Yep, that was when Cameron goaled at the 10-minute mark of this last quarter. Cameron's kicked 3. Just on Gawn, 23 disposals, 5 marks, 8 clearances, 5 tackles. He's kicked a goal. He's had 50-odd hit-outs.
You looking, lining him up for Brownlow votes? Because remember, the umpires don't see
50 to go. I'm out of this game. I feel like I'm out of this game. Even though the D's have kicked a few late, I'm just fucking hungry, man. I really want to eat that steak. Can Melbourne get a late one? Another one?
He's not releasing that ball. Thought that might have got BT impressed. Obviously not.
Yeah, no, I was thoroughly impressed.
If Melbourne finds a way to win. There's 38 seconds to go. What are you saying? There's no point in reading that. Viney. Should be it, right? 23. Should have won by 50. No, you'll take the win though still. You can be a little bit disappointed with the end. Fair that you didn't run out of game and have a 4-quarter effort, but still. It's like last year where they won by only 10, Brisbane. They should have won that by 40. One more. So it could be 17 points here. Van Rooyen to make it 17. Good win if you tip the Lions. Hopefully this is the worst of the lot this game. He's missed it anyways. So 22 points. So Brisbane win by 22 points and they're 2-3 now. Everyone probably got their tip wrong. Well, most people would have. He's a good win. Very good win. Really don't think I'll be staying any longer because there's no point in me doing so. I'm very hungry and I want to edit a bit more of my gather end video before heading to bed. So I'll read the last few comments. I'll check to see what Gordon ended up getting. He got 147, so should have put a C on him, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get a better one. Maybe I won't make the steak. If I got something else in the fridge, I might just eat that and save the steak for tomorrow. Alrighty, well, thanks for the stream, everyone tuning in. It was actually, for how bad the game was, it wasn't that bad, the stream. So, yeah, I should hopefully have a few more out the next weekend. And also, one of the Gather End videos this week as well that I've been working on. So, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you very soon in my next video or stream.